In this video, I'm going to be going over 5 tips to help you become a better shooter in NBA 2K22. Other than dribbling, shooting is probably the second hardest skill to master in 2K. For the purposes of this video, I have outlined 5 tips that I believe will take your shooting game to the next level and make you the equivalent of Chef Curry himself on the sticks. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it with tip number 1. And that's gonna be your build. Come on now, you know we had to start here with the builder. If you wanna be Drano from deep, this is where it begins. How you build your player, obviously it goes a long way in your ability to knock down shots. Ain't no point in watching the rest of the video if you're coming out here with a suspect build. So when it comes to shooting, the key stats that you're gonna wanna look at is your mid-range and your 3-point shot. The bare minimum to be able to hit shots in this game, in my opinion, I would say is an 80. And if I had to give a recommendation, personally, I would say with an 88 3-point shot, that's all you really need. If you're gonna go high, you might as well go 99. It'll give you access to all the Hall of Fame versions of the badges. But with an 88, you'll have access to gold blinders, gold deadeye, corner specialist, gold catch and shoot. And with that, you can definitely be a lights out shooter. While we're on the topic of the builder, you also want to take into account your player's height and his arm length. The higher both of those numbers are, the lower your max 3-pointer is going to be. So play around with all of those numbers. If you think that you're a good shooter, maybe you want to come down closer to that 80. You're not the best of shooters or you're just starting out for the first time, go 88 or 99. The next tip on our list is going to be to find yourself a jump shot and master that sucker. I want to say this is the second year in a row now that I've been running with D-Wade's base, and while it's not the best in the game, it works for me. But at the end of the day, the jump shot, it comes down to you. I'm not even gonna bother saying use this one, use that one. There's millions of jump shot videos online. Go find you one, and whatever you do find, just rock out with that for like a solid week before you even think about switching. Master it to where you can turn your bar off and still be able to hit it. And that's gonna take us right into our next tip, and that's gonna be to go into your settings and turn off your bar. One, you get a boost for turning it off. So those slightly earlys and slightly lates that you're missing, they're more than likely gonna go in. And then the boost that you would get from Sniper, that's why we're seeing so many whites go in this year. The next tip on our list is going to be to improve on your shot IQ. It don't matter if you got the best build, all the necessary badges, you've been practicing for 12 hours a day for months on end. If you're taking bad shots, you're just hurting yourself and the team, and you'll never be a good shooter. Don't make it harder for yourself. There's no need to be taking contested jump shots, pass the ball, look for the open shot. Just because you have the high 3 rating, it doesn't give you the right to jack up every shot you see. And the last tip on the list, tip number 5, is naturally gonna be practice.
Practice?
Yeah, I said it, practice. This is possibly the single most important tip on this list, as it'll probably give you the greatest returns. I mean, I know we still got our regular lives, our 9 to 5s, but that don't stop you from putting in 15, 20 minutes just to go over the basics, you know, a little shoot around, warm up, get yourself loose. Now, when it comes down to actual practice, don't go out there like a mindless zombie. You're gonna be wanting to put up game quality shots. So if on your team, you're mostly spotting up in the corner, that's where you should be shooting from in practice, the corner. You should damn near be able to make that shot with your eyes closed. And all you really have to do, just go into the pro-am facility. I wish they would bring back the my court, but it is what it is. We just gotta live with what we gotta live with. But please, please, practice your shots. Practice your shot selection. Know the difference between a good shot and a bad shot. Make sure your builds are on point. And for the love of me, turn your bar off. Before I let you get out of here though, you know I had to drop a bonus tip for y'all. And that's gonna be to increase your connectivity game. If at this point you have tried every other tip from this list and you still feel like you're struggling to master your shot, then just maybe your connection. The best way to go about improving upon that is going to be to invest in a gaming monitor. Getting one will take your whole gaming experience to the next level. Monitors have the advantage of having a higher response time, refresh rate, and most importantly, a lower input lag when compared to traditional TVs. Now I know if you're anything like me, you're balling on a budget and a new monitor might not be feasible right now. So here are some other things that you can do to help to improve upon that connection. First thing first, we are going to want to go all the way wired. That means turning off that Wi-Fi, slap it in that good old Ethernet cord into the back of the Xbox, the PlayStation, whatever you're playing on. If you're playing any type of competitive online multiplayer game, there's absolutely no reason why you should be playing off of Wi-Fi in the first place. My hat's off to you for even being able to do that. And then likewise, we are going to do the same thing with our controller. Now, allegedly, using the wire for the controller does not have that big of a return on investments, but hey, the way I see it, I'll take any competitive advantage I can get. So for that reason, I try to make it a habit to always play 2K with the wired controller. There you have it. Those are my 5 tips and a bonus on how to improve and become a better shooter in NBA 2K22. Now, I went over how to become a better shooter, but if you're looking for a way to get your shooting badges super fast in like a day or two, then you're definitely gonna wanna go check out this video up here, as it's the fastest shooting badge method, hands down, in 2K. I also have our all 2K content playlist linked over here, and then down below, you'll find the subscribe button. Make sure and smash that up. Until the next time we speak, y'all, lucky out. Peace.